Hello everyone, this is Jimmy and welcome to episode 6 of Volcano Block. Before we get started today, I have a very quick announcement to make. Starting the Monday that this video is coming out, I will be streaming some Minecraft here on this YouTube channel in the evenings Pacific time, so 6 p.m. Pacific time at least today. I haven't decided on the pack yet, at least as of the time of this recording, but by the time you're seeing this, I've probably already decided, so... Well, you can give me your thoughts. It's probably too late to change my mind on what I'll be playing immediately. Anyways, if you're interested, drop by. So the first stream, actually, stages immediately. Drop by today. Later today, and see what that's all about. All right. Anyways, enough of me shamelessly advertising myself. Let's get on with the volcano block here. So, one thing I've just regularly been doing is harvesting, oh boy, lagging apparently. Harvesting up all of this cobblestone, and apparently I don't have room in my inventory anymore. And I crack it open and get whatever goodies are inside those geodes. Afterwards, I just rebuild the block of cobblestone and we wait. That'll eventually all get turned into ancient cobblestone. Next up on our list of maintenance tasks, I need to harvest these crystals again. So if I just, can I vein mine harvest this? I can't. All right, well, each of these crystals, when fully grown, can be harvested 5 times. So I'm just gonna go harvest these down, and then these energy and crystal seeds that we get can be grinded into dust, which is useful as a bunch of things. I think it can be used in place of furnace fuels if needed. No, it cannot. It can only be used for EP generation and to generate heat in the energy and heater thingy. So I guess I wish it could be used as furnace fuels. Oh well. Eventually this harvester of mine is going to break too. I wonder if there's an automatable way of harvesting this. I should look into that at some point. A quick reading through the Handbook of Prodigies on the section talking about crystal farming mentions nothing about automation. However, it did mention that you can just break the crystal and you get all 6 shards off of it. So I think that's easier because we can vein mine. Well, until we break that that harvester thing. What was it called? Are those easy to make? Oh, look. Crystal cutter. Let's see, this is just a bunch of ceramic? Okay, that's not bad. It's 5 ceramic ingots. So basically, each ceramic ingot is basically an iron ingot. So every 5 iron ingots gets us 191 pieces of energy and crystal. That's not bad. So I think the easiest way is to vein mine harvest it and then replant the seeds and let them grow to full over the course of, I don't know, half an hour-ish. They aren't affected by shifting on them, so it takes it a little while to grow. But anyways, these seeds have to be grinded before they can be useful. Back to our quests here. Last time we left off with the choice reward here between the gear, crystal, or orb. I ended up picking the orb because of the 3, it looked to be the hardest one to craft. So we have murky orb now. I'm not exactly sure what it's for. It looks like once we have one, we can like recharge it. And it's used for something or another, I guess. We'll hang on to it for now. But moving on with our quests. Let's grab this. Fossil dirt. By transforming coarse dirt into these fossils, we can gather the materials we need to summon creatures. Ooh. So stick coarse dirt into the atomic reshaper. Okay, I can do that. I still have the problem where I don't have any form of item transport that can easily extract from the side of this atomic reshaper. So I'm still stuck waiting for, individual pieces to process, and I have to pull the item out. Although I think we're getting pretty close to like Ember stuff where we can start working around that. Anyways, while that heats up, let's take a look to see if any of this is easy to do. Do I have glowstone and lapis? I definitely have lapis. I have a little bit of glowstone. Alright, this came from coring, right? Is there an easier way? Rushing imprisoned light. That sounds easier, doesn't it? Let's see about making imprisoned light. Drops from charged light collectors. This is Hearth Well, I think? Well, the recipe for a light collector is very simple. This is just stone around a shard of the sacred land. Alright, let's make a small batch of that, and I'll see how the light collector works. By the way this wooden crate extracts items is super weird, and I don't like it one bit. The first time you click it, you get a single item. If you double click it, you get a stack. But it's like, if you only want singles, you have to click about this rate, because if you click any faster, you start withdrawing stacks instead of singles. I don't know. I wish it would be like all the other crate-like things where you left click for one, shift left click for a stack, or vice versa. I honestly don't care. But this whole double clicking thing, I don't dig it. I think there are 4 different chance outputs from the reshaper processing course dirt, so I'm just waiting for the 4th one. At least the quest book asks you to get 1 of each. We'll see how long it takes. Hopefully I'm not that unlucky. I assume it's 25% each. I could look course dirt. Oh, there's 5. Oh no, one has double chance, and that's the one I'm getting more of. Or something that was supposed to be distributed 40, 20, 20, 20. I definitely did not hit the expected odds. But whatever. Another documentation book. Oh, you gotta pick another one. I think the gear was the second hardest one to make. Just looking at the list, so we'll take one of the gears. And that lets us make... Let's see, we will use the summoner to control the essence of these creatures. Alright. Ender steel bars, or I guess we have to make ender steel for this by the looks of it. How do I do that? Alright, I have to do some JEI browsing. So I think what I need to do is first place these blocks down and then break them to harvest whatever's inside. These give different bone chunks depending on the type. And I want the ender bone chunks. These, there we go. But I think the different fossils have different types. And then with the ender bone chunk, I can do something with it. Cut it with a sledgehammer to get ender dust. So let's craft one of those. Got it? Yep. And combine that with... I'll just do 1 for now. That gets us ender dust. And then surround ender dust with some metallic ingot. It looked like it could be any. Nope, not any. I want ingot recipe. Ender steel. No. Oh, I see. We have to use a composer to do it this way. But until I have a composer, I have to combine it with a piece of iron dust and then smelt that outcome. I can't just make a composer, can I? I did get 2 oscillating gears from the quest. Maybe I can. Let's clear out my inventory a little bit. Just kidding. A composer requires a whole bunch of ender steel and even terra steel. So a composer isn't happening now. It looks like we're doing it the old-fashioned way. Means I have to grind down some iron. Probably don't have to grind all of the iron. I really wish this pack had the mod that had a unified book, like the, I forget what it's called, Akashic Tome. That mod. It's not in here, is it? No. Or you could combine all your guidebooks, because I have a lot of guidebooks. 3, 4. Wait, these are the same. 5, and I think there's 6, and there's at least one more I didn't have in my inventory earlier. While I wait for that iron to crush, let's make some of these light collectors. It did say they have to be charged. I wonder how you do that. Once again, to the books I just put away. I should just have a drawer that's all my books. This is the Hearth Well book. Now that I've crafted this, I'm not actually sure if it'll work. It says if it is illuminated by the sun, yada yada yada. And I see no sun here. But it's not going to stop me from trying. So let's drop these here and see if they ever become charged. My expectation is no, they will not. But oh well. Oh wait, these do seem to be working. Some of them are starting to transform. I don't think they're fully transformed yet, but the fact that the process has started means I guess it is sunlight enough here. Mix the iron with the ender dust. We get ender iron dust, which you smelt into ender steel. And then we can turn those into bars. Then we can turn this into a spawner. With what in the center? Another piece of ender dust. Right. I think I put all my ender dust away. One more. Voila. So this is an empty spawner. Now we have to tell it what mob to spawn. Which two have I already taken? I've already taken the orb and the gear, right? So now I'll take the crystal. I think the crystal is like the easiest one to craft. But whatever. I'll have one of each. Alright, the soul book, I think, is how you choose which mobs to spawn. In this case, it seems to want a soul book of spider. Or is it just any soul book? I don't know, let's start by making an empty one. That's just a book and another piece of ender dust. Let's see if the empty book here detects for the quest. It does not. Okay, so how do I make it a soul book of spider specifically? The soul book is supposed to be filled with the essence of one alignment and maybe placed in a summoner. Ah, I see. So I need spider essence. Let's wait till it gets there. Oh, I guess these are the pass. Wait. Why are there two different? I don't know. Spider essence is they're dropped from. I don't understand how this works. What is marrowing? I might have to read the documentation to figure this out now. I have a bunch of these bone chunks. Just how do I turn them into their essences? Okay. Just take a bone chunk and right click it. And it'll drop, it'll basically split up into the essences that form it. So, gotten a handful here. I think normal bone chunks only give the peaceful essences. So if I want spider specifically, that comes from dry. So where do dry bone chunks come from? Sand with dry fossils or dry bones? But I can't. Oh, I see. I have to use red sand to get red sand with dry fossils. Okay. How do I make red sand? I can dry sand in a drying basin. Is there a bug or a bug feature, whatever, to change sand into red sand in this version of Minecraft? I don't know. I asked because the drying basin is slow at the best of times. Have I even doing this right? It says all I have to do is place it in there and wait, right? But normally there's like an animation that's telling me that something's working. Oh, I've read JEI wrong again. Spider essence can drop from both normal, dry, and bossy chunks. So it's a 10%, it's basically the same percent from all of them. So I don't need to do this sand thing. Instead, I will just get more of these fossils. So a bit more extracting the item by hand. In fact, I already had 4 pieces. So I want to test. Is 4 enough? Ah, it takes 32 to fill it with spider. I see. And this is going to have me... I mean, it wants me to fill it up completely, right? Let's see what happens if we just put a little bit in. If the quest accepts it. Let's start with 1. that was good enough for the quest. We'll figure out why I have to charge it all the way later. I wish I could defer this decision, but if I defer... Oh no, it did open up the following quest. Alright, let's defer it. Spider Eye. So now we have to actually summon the spider, I presume. If I just place down the summoner... do this over here where we have a little bit of terrain. Does it have a UI? No. I can right-click that in. And... oh boy, it's slow. Oh boy, it's really slow. Alright, we have to speed it up with something. So, oscillating gears is speed. Excellent. It also resets its summoning progress. I'm going to make a few more of those oscillating gears. If I can. That's Ender Bone. That's a lot of Ender Bones. Or any bone with Ender Steel. Wait, it's a normal bone gear? I do that with, like, vanilla bones? I can't, but do I even have vanilla bones? Oh, never mind. Alright, I guess we wait. Oh my gosh. I don't know if we wait. I'm going to go ahead and take more oscillating gears here. Alright, resets. But now it's like... I mean, it's only going to take like 5 minutes to summon spiders. I presume a spider. Actually, let's test something. I know each time I test something, I reset my progress. And if I'm just patient enough to wait for it, probably not all that bad. But if I charge... wait. Is that... can I... no. Without actual additions, you can't view the actual MBT data. I'm thinking, if I charge it further, does it, like, make spiders faster? Or did I just waste those essences? Because the book was already 100%. Is that faster? I honestly don't know. Feels faster to me. I should make a basic weapon of some description, I suppose. Probably a good idea to have that when we are summoning spiders. Does it only progress when I'm standing nearby? I noticed when I walk back to it, like it's at spinning right now, right? So was that like 70-ish% when I walked away? Yeah, it only summons while I'm very close to it. Range is probably the stat that affects that. I would put these in, but that probably resets our 85%. So I'm going to let it finish summoning. We've already waited, you know, a minute. I can wait another 5 seconds. And voila. Nice. Alright, give me an eye, please. Nope, no eye there. Let's go ahead and put these other crystals and stuff in. And I guess I need to farm up a spider eye. What does this do? I think this lets me hit things to extract their blood, right? Let's craft one while we wait for that to go. Where, if I... alright. Dang it! I was gonna try to shift, like, move the summoner to be closer to my base. Like, where I'm working. But you know what? Forget it. Wait. Why does it say 31 essence? Didn't I only put 1 in? Why is it full now? I feel like there's a bug at work here. I don't know. Anyways, if I make a blood extractor, it says I can hold in inventory when slaying mobs. And in fact, I'm going to make a couple of these. If I recall correctly, let's go with 4 for now. If I make more than 1, I can combine them together and increase their total blood capacity. So if I just do... yeah. So right now it holds 1,000 or 5,000. If I combine 4 of these together, it holds 20,000. It's a small convenience feature. Anyways, summon please. Spider, I require your eyes. Ooh, I got 2 of them this time. Eyeballs, please. Thank you. Alright, I guess I can turn it off just by leaving, right? I don't have to actually turn the machine off. I can walk away. I guess that's kind of nice, that the range is small. I'm going to keep taking gears, though, because I want that machine to be a bit less painfully slow. Speed up, speed up. In the meantime, it seems like our light collectors are done. Let's see what happens if I break it. Yeah, I get a a imprisoned light back. Alright, so let's break all of these, get all of our lights, and then replace them. Oh, look, it's already starting to progress. Anyways, I need a bucket of blood in my blood extractor, so I need a couple more spiders. I suspect over time that percentage of souls remaining will go down, but so far it hasn't dropped below 100%, so I don't know. Oh, I'm getting 2 at a time because I put a couple of those orbs in or whatever to increase the quantity. I see. Anyways, now we have over a bucket of blood. What I can do is take this blood and right-click it into the drying basin, where it will dry into a hardened blood. Then I think this can be melted to crack it into shards. With the shards, the next quest is to make a blood infusion core. That requires surrounding a dark power gem with them. And this recipe says it's throwing a dark gem into 5 buckets of blood. So I don't know if that means I need to put 5 buckets down, or if that's just like a tooltip thing and 1 bucket of blood is sufficient. In any event, it looks like though I'm going to have to kill a few more spiders. Actually, I think one thing for the quest reward, I should take quantity, so blood crystals. Do I have... Nope. Can I just craft a few? Blood crystal. This thing. Blood emerald. Yeah, okay, so it's adhesive. Ow. Why are you invisible? Spooky. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna see about... Oh, we're down to 99% souls too. But I'm gonna see about improving, making some blood crystals to speed this up. I know I can make blood... So looking at this recipe, I can make blood emeralds and then cook them into these empty blood crystals. I'm not quite sure how I can fill it. It says that a blood infuser can fill it, but I don't know. Well, I definitely can't make a blood infuser yet. That's for sure. So I'm wondering if I can set auto supply. Let's see, shift right click to extract or auto supply. So shift right click, and I'm hoping that I can use the blood extractor in place of an infuser. Does that work? Oh, it supplied it to the tank. Not quite what I wanted. You get it out of the tank? Yeah. Shift right click, you put it in the crystal. Oh, I can supply the crystal with my own blood. Okay, that kind of works, as long as I don't kill myself. Apparently, using this puts me into adventure mode now. I can't actually do anything in adventure mode. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap myself back into survival so I can actually play the game. I think I'm done trying to fill blood crystals this way though. This is way too painful. Filling the blood crystals that way has also given me the indefinite duration mining fatigue. So I'm hoping that relogging fixes that. Nope, I am still mining fatigue, which is going to make killing these spiders a little bit difficult because I don't get to charge up the swing any. Basically just hitting with charged weapon. Oh, lava. Oh right, I am lava immune. Ah, take that, spider. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to use commands to get rid of this debuff though, because that's kind of insane. Right, well, now I know what not to do. I did manage to get one more blood crystal in there, so I think we get one more mob at a time now. But gotta get up to 5 buckets of blood in our blood extractor, so a couple more waves of spiders. With a little bit over 5 buckets of blood in here, I assume I can displace it. I want to see if it, if it touches, hold on. For one, I'm having the problem where it's solidifying. Wait, if it solidifies, how am I supposed to throw this into there then? I assume that won't work because now there's less than 5 buckets of blood. No. Wait, jump. Don't rush until, oh, goodbye. Oh, if I mine the blood, the solid, I guess without soak touch probably, it just turns back into blood. So let me go get another dark gem. I think I have exactly one left. Yeah. And turn this gem into a blood gem or whatever. Now the process gets a lot, or dark power gem. It gets a lot more efficient once I have a blood infuser. It only takes 250 millibuckets of blood. So we only have to deal with doing it the hard way for now. I'm also going to build a little thing around this so that the blood's not flowing everywhere. Let's see, one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are my source blocks, I think. There we go. Voila, a dark power gem. With that, I can make the blood infusion core. And this is a crafting ingredient for a bunch of things, but I think most pressingly it's for the blood infuser. And as for the reward, I'm going to take a couple more of those crystals. Go. In fact, the blood infuser is exactly what the next quest has us making. So, these Arcanus crystals are from reshaping. I'm going to keep calling it transmuting probably. Inferno crystals actually have a very long burn time. So let's make a handful of Inferno crystals. Oh, first we make the fuel, and then we, what is this? Magmatic reassembler. That's one of, put this back on. One of these, right? Oh, this one, magmatic reassembler. To make it slightly simpler, you're allowed to give machines more heat than they need, I believe. Watch this explode now. But so that way we can heat the magmatic reassembler with energy and dust, which is probably easier to manufacture than regular coal for the solid fuel heater. So anyways, by giving it more heat than it needs, it just it doesn't run any faster. It just outputs the heat at a higher temperature, so you can power, say, multiple of these if needed. But anyways, that makes these crystals. And then we can take these crystals, put them through the atomic reshaper once it comes up to heat, and this will turn it into the other crystal, the one that burns forever. All right, while we wait for that, the other thing we need to make are runes. So these are by mining runestones. That's what our liquid souls are for. All right, we need ancient gravel, and we will transmute that with liquid souls into runestone. Are there two different types of liquid souls? No, it just changes color over time. All right, I guess it's a perfect time to harvest this block then, and we'll do a block of gravel. I assume the process is the same as doing... I can jump in lava now. Come back to me! No! I'm still slower than it. They burn up eventually, so if you let it bounce around forever, you will lose it. One block of ancient gravel here. Not like one block, but like one of these chunks of it. What am I stuck on, by the way? Jeez, unstuck me. Is definitely going to be more than enough for the foreseeable future. So, I'm not gonna... am I out of gravel? I guess so. Here, we'll just do this much. I'm not going to worry about making that much ancient gravel. I just need a couple pieces to use right now. So we can make the liquid souls by transmuting this mysterious soul block under these amplifying tubes. And I just wonder, is it possible to throw this in there? I'm sure I can do it. There we go. That way I don't have to pick up the liquid. Alright, so this gets me runestones, and then I think it's just a matter of break the runestone to get runes. I need 2 of them, so I need to melt at least 1 more mysterious dust block. What I really need is a fortune tool, because a lot of stuff like these runes and those bone chunks, whatever, these things, if you mine them with fortune, you get more, more chunks and more bones. But anyways, we'll get around to that later. For now, here is a blood infuser. It uses one of our obsidian skulls, which is, I guess, why the quest book suggested we make another. Double your bone meal efficiency. Nice. For this, I'll take more gears. Now that I have the thing, I can make orbs very easily. I've also discovered that if I want this thing... Ooh, look, my gravel burst seeds have burst. And I forgot to close the door, apparently. Anyways, if I want to turn off the summoner thingy, I can just use a redstone lever. Or a redstone signal. Anyways, the infuser here is nice because... Let's first put that away. I can take these blood crystals that I previously charged the painful way. And... we need a promise of tenacity to do this, do we? Oh. I thought, does it have to be this one? Huh, okay. I guess that's what the quest has is make next. Good deal. So, I think I can use any bowl of promises, right? Alright, so I got some crafting to do, I think. But looking at this, oh boy, that's a lot of blood. I need 10 buckets of blood. Alright, time to go collecting, I guess. I realized that actually I could probably get into enchantment now. I should definitely make a diamond sword because they're very easy to make. I have more diamonds than I have iron, so I probably shouldn't have actually made the iron one. But anyways, let's see about making the enchantment table too. In unrelated news, I want to try an experiment. So I know that if I break the energy in crystal with a pickaxe, I just don't get anything. What happens if I break the block it's under? I still don't get anything. Darn. I was hoping that could be a workaround to not need to make those special pickaxes, but alas, no such luck. Anyways, back to enchanting. Let's make some of the enchanting tables so I can get my enchanter up to level 30, even though I don't quite have 30 levels of EXP yet. Is this the best place for it? Probably not, no, but this is where I'm going to put it. Let's see. Something like that. That should give me max level enchants, right? Yeah, magic siphon. Can I enchant? No, I cannot enchant that tool. Alright, I guess I would rather have fortune on a pickaxe first. So let's just make a vanilla pickaxe and see if I can enchant it. I'll probably have to block off a couple bookshelves because, again, I'm only level 25. Soulbound. That's pretty useless right now. But let's get it down to 25. Block one more. That'll do. For the first enchant, let's go with the sword. Don't know what magic siphon does. Now only 22 levels left. I guess I'll take Unbreaking. Dang, just Unbreaking. Oh well, I guess I don't really need the Geologist hammer anymore. It's more expensive to repair than just making a new hammer, so go away. Alright, anyways, back to making this promise of tenacity. Now for some reason I have permanent speed, strength, and regen buffs. I have no clue why. I think each time I kill a mob with this sword, maybe that's what Magic Siphon does, is it gives buffs. But, like, if they're permanent buffs, that's kind of very good, isn't it? There's no nutrition type system. So yeah, I for the life of me don't know why I have speed, strength, and regen. It's not from the blood extractor, is it? No. Yeah, it turns out that's what Magic Siphon does. It absorbs beneficial potion effects from the target, and because the mobs that get summoned here have potion effects on them, we are conveniently siphoning them. Well, it seems, I mean, like, I like it. It seems a little overpowered to just get permanent regen. Oh well, I'm not going to complain. So I guess this one here has invisibility. If I kill it, I didn't gain invisibility from it. Maybe there's a limit on how many you can siphon. I filled up our blood extractor enough for now, so let's empty it into the blood infuser, and I should be able to turn this block of iron, there we go, into a iron promise acceptor. And then now I just need to fill a bowl. What do I do with this? Oh, I need more dark power gems. All right. You can take these dark power gems, which are craftable much more easily in the blood infuser, make a bowl of empty promises. Then we fill the bowl. Now we have filled and empty at the same time. Then we have to cook it, I think, to give it strength. Yeah, it's a strength 0 for now, but I need a bit more blood for that, huh? Do we have any blood left? Nope. All right. A few more spiders need to die. Oh look, I've nabbed a couple more buffs, including invisibility and resistance now. So, yeah, you see, I don't have a head anymore. Alright, well, I like this magic siphon thing. Anyways, need a little bit more blood and then we'll be ready to infuse our thing. Unfortunately, because I'm wearing armor and holding a weapon, the mods can still see me. But whatever. Feed this into there, and we cross the 5 bucket line. So it's crafting. When it's done, we have a strength 0 bowl of empty promises. Craft that into a promise of tenacity. The bowl is left over for future use. And now we should be able to fill our blood crystals with this. So they go in this slot. There's up to 4 upgrades. I think what the number that are unlocked depends on what tier your promise of tenacity is. So there's like a tier 2, tier 3, etc. But I guess we need more blood to fill these crystals. Anyways, I think that is, however, all the time we have today. So I'm gonna, between episodes, fill up all of our blood crystals. We'll come back here and continue to work our way down. I guess we can make ember crystals now, so we can actually do ember things. We can make endermen, which should unlock the unified inventory. Lots of stuff. Lots of options have opened up now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one or in tonight's stream. Take care, and bye-bye.